In problem number 23, if the AC resistance of the stator is 0.127 ohm per phase, what is the resistance and the reactance of the rotor per phase under block rotor conditions referred to the primary? So yung REP or REP, diba kung maalala natin, RP plus A squared RS. So kung yung equivalent resistance referred to the stator is equal to RAC of the stator plus the rotor resistance referred to the stator or to the primary. Ito na yung buhok na A squared RS. Anong tinatanong? Ito. What is the rotor resistance referred to the stator side? RE stator yung nasolve natin kanina na 0.2251. Then ito, minus natin. Ito yon siya. AC resistance of the stator. Minus 0.127. So the result or the difference is 0.2251 minus 0.17 is 0.0551. And the rotor reactance of the rotor per phase. So yung nakuha natin na XES is 1.105. So kung walang condition na nakalagay, yung relationship between the yung referred rotor resistance to the stator side and the stator resistance or reactance, so you will get the half value or 1/2 of XE stator. Equivalent reactance referred to the stator of the rotor, block rotor. So what is times 2, baliktad, times 2. Kaya pag kinuha natin yung block rotor reactance per phase referred to the stator, so i-divide natin yung 1.105 ng 2, which has a value of 1.105 divided by 2. So 0.5525. 0.5525 ohms, 0.055, parang may mali 0.2251 minus 0.127. Kahit minus lang naman yun. Ba yun na pindot ko? Pati minus lang. Kamali pa ako. 0.0981. 0.0981, 0.553. So, gawin natin itong 0.098. Ito naman, 0.553 ohms. Para parehas dito sa pipiliin natin na letter B. Dahil postpone ng board exam, parami ng parami yung sa next batch. Kaya sana makahanap kami ng extra room para sa mga magja-January. Yung patang graduate ng January. Sobra naman na siguro kung aabot pa ng April yung COVID na yan. Mag-anniversary pa ata siya. Huwag naman sa... sobra na. Tingnan nyo. Sunurin naman tayo. Nag-online na nga tayo eh. Hindi na tayo masyadong lumabas. Hindi yung iba, hindi na rin tayo lumabas. Lalabas lang tayo pag kumain or bibili ng pagkain. Kung compare naman natin sa US, doon sa US may mga ayaw mag-mask. Okay, so let's just pray na maging maayos na lahat kasi lahat ng usual na ginagawa natin, pinagbawal na. Bawal lang mamasyal ang mga batang kagaya natin. Ay, di pala. Yung mga 20 below. May 20 below pa ba sa inyo? Kahit nung grade 1 kayo ay 3 years old kayo. Okay, number 25. A 3,300 volt, 24 pole, 50 Hz, 3-phase, star-connected, induction motor has a slip ring rotor resistance of 0.016. Slip ring, nasa rotor to. Standstill reactance, that is the black rotor reactance. Calculate. Calculate yun. Calculator. Calculate. Gamitin nyo yung calculator nyo para makalculate. The ratio of the full load torque to the maximum torque. If the full load torque is obtained at 247. So yung derived na formula ng full load torque to the maximum torque is twice the slip at full load times the slip at Tmax all over the slip at full load squared plus the slip at Tmax squared. So, compute natin. Ano yung value ng ST max? Ano ulit yung condition? The ratio, the slip is equal to the ratio of the rotor resistance per phase divided by the black rotor reactance per phase. So that is 0.016 over 0.265. Stand still, so ibig sabihin naka-stop yung rotor. 0.016 divided by 0.265. 16 over 265. Then what is the full load slip? So yung NR ay 247. Siguro 250 yung NS. Compute natin. NS is 120 times the frequency divided by the number of poles. 120 times 50 divided by 24. 120 times 50 divided by 24. 250 revolution per minute. So what is the slip? So 250 minus 247 over 250. 3 over 250. Pwede pa bang simplify yun? Ata yan. Yan na yung simplified. 250 is not divisible by 3. So therefore, what is the ratio between the full load torque and the maximum torque? 2 times the slip at full load. 3 over 250. Then times 16 over 265. All over the sum of the squares of those slip. 3 over 250 squared. Then plus 16 over 265 squared. What is T full load over T max? squared plus decimal na lang sana. Squared. 0.382. So, letter D. Yan lang. Siguro yan na yung mga pinakamahirap na ipapasolve. Wala na yung mahabang circuit. 26. In a wound rotor induction motor, where do you connect the voltage limiting device for reduced voltage starting? Saan part ba yung tumatanggap ng... Saan bang part nakakonect yung induction motor para makakuha siya ng power? Doon sa stator, di ba? Hindi mo naman mababago yung voltage doon sa rotor without changing the source voltage that is at the stator. Doon mo siya babaguhin para doon sa voltage starting. Kasi alam natin na pag nag-start, medyo mataas yung speed o starting speed. Okay, 27, an induction motor has a starting torque of 20 Newton meter at full voltage starting. If the starting voltage is reduced to 80% of the rated voltage, the starting torque is blank Newton meter. The starting torque is proportional to the voltage starting. So therefore, squared pala. Okay. T starting 2 over T starting 1 is equivalent to E starting 2 over E starting 1 squared. So, ang sabi dyan, if the starting voltage is reduced to 80% of the rated voltage, ito yung rated, yung nasa denominator. So, T starting 2 is equal to 20 Newton meter. Yung starting torque, yung voltage, starting voltage for the second case, magiging 0.8 times E starting 1 divided by E starting 1 squared pa yan. Kaya, 16 or 12.8. 20 times 0.8 squared. So, 12.8 Newton meter. Horsepower, 550 volts, 60 cycle, 3-phase induction motor has a starting torque of 160% of the full load torque and a starting current of 425% of the full load current. What voltage is required to limit the starting current to the full load current value? 550. Tapos, mare-reduce starting 425. So, ang magiging starting voltage para malimit siya sa full load current ay ibababa natin siya sa 550 para ma-attain natin yung full load current na yon. I-divide natin siya ng 4.25. Yung 160 iba yan, wala lang pakialam yan doon. Dito tayo sa current. So 550 divided by 4.25. So 550 divided by 4.25 is equal to 129.412 volts. Okay, you need to reduce the supply voltage to 129.412 para maging full load current yung starting current. Kung 550, 425% ng full load current. Ito line E starting. So line to line yan. A three-phase squirrel cage motor is started by a wide delta starter. What will be its starting torque relative to its rated voltage starting torque? Ano ba yung kanon? May 1 over square root of 3. So yung T starting 2 over T starting 1. So E starting 2 over voltage. Starting voltage for the first case, then squared. So that will be yung starting torque due to Y delta starter dun sa Y. So may factor na over square root of 3. So E starting 1. So magkakancel yun. Then raised to 3, that will become 1/3. So therefore, what shall be its starting torque relative to its rated voltage starting torque? One-third times 100%. So that is 33.333%. Ito yung dahil delta to Y, yung Y delta. Kaya may square root of 3. Number 30. A factory load of 900 kilowatts, 0.6 power factor lagging is to be increased by the addition of synchronous motor that takes 450 kilowatts. At what power factor must this motor operate if the overall power factor is 0.9? Mag-addition tayo ng synchronous motor. Ay, 30. Excited. Two 60-cycle motors are connected in concatenation to drive a load. If machine 1 has 6 poles and machine 2 has 8 poles, calculate the speed of the combination if the slip is 0.075. Concatenation, parang naka-series sila. Okay? So, the frequency is 60 Hertz. The value of P1 is 6. P2 is 8. So, what is the speed of the concatenation? If the slip is 0.075. So, since dalawa yung ating motors, ang magiging value ng synchronous speed, so that will be 120 times the frequency. So, divided by P1 plus P2. Concatenation. So, 120 times 60. Plus, the same lang yung frequency. Bago lang yung poles. P1, 6. Then, plus 8. (3,600 over 7). So, what is the rotor speed? So, formula 1 minus S times NS. 1 minus 0.075 multiplied by ns is 3,600 over 7 revolution per minute. One minus 0.075 times 36 divided by 7. So 475. 0.71 revolution per minute. So due to rounding off siguro, kaya mayroong sobra na konti.